Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy, and you are listening into another Gamer's Memory video. And this time I'm going to talk about my favorite RTS game ever, Ogre Battle 64. It's my favorite and will remain my favorite until there's something that I think that once I play it, it trumps the hell out of that game. And I've played a couple Fire Emblem games. I haven't played very far into them. I've played the first one that came out on Game Boy Advance that came to the West. I played that one, and I think I played the game after that. I didn't really beat either of them, so there's that. But I didn't own neither of them. Those were somebody else's, and I was playing on somebody else's stuff. So that's that. But Ogre Battle 64 is remaining and has remained my favorite RTS for a long time. It's probably, no, we'll take that back. It wouldn't be the first RTS I've played. I think the first one I actually played was I guess you could consider it an RTS, as Final Fantasy Tactics, the one on the PlayStation. I enjoyed that game, so it's just like one of those things. And when I first played this, I hated this game. I mean, I literally hated this game. My brother had bought it for me for a birthday, and I remember booting it up, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I tried playing it. I was like, what is this shit? And I ended up taking it out the 64. And I didn't touch the game for like a year. I literally didn't play it again, didn't touch it, any of that. I remember that very well because I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I was like, I can't control anything. No, I swear. It was like the one of those times I kind of wish I would have been patient and just actually tried to learn the game before. And I would have been able to enjoy those experiences much sooner. The experiences that this game gave me, I would have been able to enjoy it much sooner than I did. But I was impatient at the time, so I think I had just turned, what was it? I had just turned 13 when I got this game. So like my brain wasn't even on this, and it was like, if it's not action packed and fast paced, and fuck it. And that's how I was treating everything at the time. I kind of wish I didn't, but I didn't play this immediately. So a year passed, and I played damn near half of my 64 PS1 games. So and I was just going through my stuff, bored, and I saw this sitting there, and I was like, I'll give this game another shot. And I'm happy that I picked it up and took the time to actually give it another shot, because it was definitely well worth it. I put Ogre Battle in. I stopped and told myself, I'm going to learn how to play this game. I'm going to give myself a chance to understand the way this game works. And I'm glad I did. Decided to do the tutorial and get to learn all of the basics and the interface of the game system. Well, the game's systems in it. So I was pleasantly surprised once I actually gave it a chance. And I got to see how I can, even though I'm not directly controlling each and every action every character takes, I do command them and tell them where to go and what to do and how to take down opponents. And once I started to get into that, and I realized it required me to think, and it required me to actively strategize how I'm going to take on this battle along the way, I got so deep into this game. Like, I swear it was like the only game I played for about a month and a half straight. It was literally the only game I played between school and home. Or like between dealing with school stuff and like family stuff, and then when I had time to play a game, this for a period of time was the only game I played. And I'm actually like, once I got into it, and you got to, even though the main character that you play with, his name is Magnus. Obviously, I was younger. I changed his name to my name. Said, "Fuck it, I'm playing the game. It's gonna be me." So I was a blue-haired knight in a video game. Um, once I got to understand how the game worked out and the various mechanics for the game, and I was in awe. Like, this game like is super deep. There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that you can do, and certain things. If you did certain things earlier than others, depending on what point in the game you were at, you get different outcomes. There were certain, like, there are like what was it, like 15 or 16 characters in the game that you can add to your party, like leader class characters that you can add to your party if you meet them. But you can't meet all of them in a single playthrough, because going to certain people will negate being able to go to see other certain characters. And I was so wrapped up in this game the first time I played it, and it's got like 20 damn endings. Maybe that's an exaggeration. I think it's got like 10 endings. So I know the first ending I got wasn't the ideal ending because of how it went. So I haven't beaten it again. I've been trying to get to get back to playing through it, and when I do play it, I'll play it for like 5, 6, 7 hours maybe, and get stuck on it. And then I want to restart again, because every time I play again, I want to restart, because it's been a while since I've played it, so I want to start from the beginning again. Then I don't get very far in the game. But I once I got into this game, and I showed my brother after a while, like, he was like, "Oh, you actually like this now?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. Like, I actually understand what the game is now." And this is at a time where we had the GameCube, the the Xbox, and the PS2. We had all of those, and I was saying fuck them to play my 64. So I was like, if only I had been smart enough at the time to just play these games, I would have been like, play this game, I would have been all over it. It kind of makes me want to go back and play the Ogre Battle game that came out on the SNES, and I think it also came out on PS1. It's the same one. So I might get the PS1 version of it to play that. And then there's a Tactics Ogre, which came out in the Game Boy Color. I'm probably going to get that too. These are games that I wouldn't even have known anything about if I had never played this. And I really want to get back into playing like more RTS and RPG, RTS, and sim type games. Like, this was definitely one that grew on me. Like, there's so much shit going. Like, in the war itself, like, this game pulls on some heartstrings, I swear. And it's just like, once you get to, when you get deeply ingrained with some of these characters, you feel bad for them once you find out about their situations, especially when there are like side missions that will teach you about certain characters. You start to feel sorry for some of these people. Like, God damn, you had it rough. Like, shit, I thought my boy had it bad. You had it so rough. But I kind of want to. I wish I had a capture card, because it would make me play this, because I would want to play through it and show you guys how I play it. Even if I don't finish it, I would want to like do like 3 or 4 chapters of the game just to show it off and let you guys see it. I mean, I could download an emulator and do it, but it just doesn't look the same when you do it with an emulator anyway, because unfortunately emulators don't run the game properly, so stuff is missing. It's like, I'd rather not do that. I want you guys to see the whole thing if I do it. So I just musing about this game. Like, I had a good amount of time enjoying the hell out of it. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Once I got into it, and I got to show people. I got to show people, like, this is actually a pretty cool game. Like, once you sit down and you start to watch it, and you and you see the combat and all the shit that's happening, you kind of get excited. You get in the moment. Like, and I've gotten in the moment with that game quite a few times and did some embarrassing stuff to myself because of it. But you know what? It happened. There's nothing I can do about it. I would love to see another RTS that comes out that plays very similarly to this. Like, this is above and beyond my favorite RTS game. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is my favorite one. If I were to be stuck to play one RTS game over and over again, this would be it. It would be this game. And I would have no problem playing it over and over and over again. Because that's how good it was. But I think I've gone on enough. Why don't you guys tell me about some, like, any RPG or RTS type of game that you guys have fallen in love with that you can't get off of, or that you would play constantly if that were your only choice to do it. Oh, and this isn't even my favorite game, but this is one of my favorite. Like I say, this is easily top 5 for me. But that's it, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more of my stuff. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out. And if you have not played any retro RTS games, I suggest you do. And I would say start with this one.